So speaking of Amazon, so we've been talking about those big tech giants that are been in turmoil in sense of they're being investigated not just in the United States, in the European Union and so forth. Well, now it's now their turn to file a lawsuit. So in particular, Amazon is filing a lawsuit against against an influencer in Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok for selling counterfeit products. Now it's something that you're not expecting from Amazon, which because as a platform itself, they're dealing with counterfeit products that are being sold in their platform. What are they supposed to be doing? Anyway, so they're filing the lawsuit against two media influencers. So for allegedly teaming up with about dozens of different third-party sellers in order to promote, advertise, even facilitate the sale of certain counterfeit luxury products. So let's see here. So the persons of interest in particular, the accused individual here is Sabrina Kelly Cresci. I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly. And Kelly Fitzpatrick is another here. So as I mentioned, so they're both influencers using different platforms or social media platforms to make a name for themselves. So using Facebook, Instagram, TikTok accounts and even their own personal websites to promote said counterfeit products that are being sold directly on Amazon. Now, obviously, counterfeit products should not be tolerated. And, is it the fault of the seller or the influencer? Is it the chicken or the egg dilemma here? And, who is to blame here? Does Amazon have a right here to sue those influencers? Maybe, maybe not. But again, the dilemma here is why were third-party sellers who sells counterfeit products are allowed to proliferate in their platform. So is it the responsibility of the platform to monitor those things, not just wait after the fact? Where there's no notoriety, people are known when they're shown that they're condoning such activities. But even the marketplace has also been facing several issues, not just counterfeit but also the sale of unsafe, counterfeit, and as well as expired goods. So obviously the main key issue here is the selling of counterfeit products. Now I think we already discussed it before. Actually, one of the major companies who used to sell their products on Amazon is Nike, but they've stopped selling it because they thought that if they were to sell their products on said platform, this would discourage counterfeit products to be sold in their platform, which is in the case was not. And not everyone can be like Nike, wherein they could leave the platform and still be profitable. And if you think about it, if you're a small third-party seller here and you're dependent on the platform, and if the company were to produce their own products, they compete against you. And then there's the counterfeit product that's selling other products. It's a big dilemma that fake products has to be dealt with. So can Amazon do something about it, or do they just sue those people who are bystanders in the situation? The fact that Amazon is collecting millions of data from individuals who buy their product as well as from sellers, why not use that technology to weed out those counterfeit products, right? Go through a more stringent process to determine which companies are allowed to sell in their platform and who are not. And they has to be registered in some ways in their companies in the United States, as mentioned. And it was mentioned here according to, let's see here, according to the vice president, let's see here, yes. According to Vice President Dharmesh Mehta, stating that the whole case is specifically stood out specifically towards due to the alleged counterfeiters' own brazenness on different social media platforms. Obviously, this is the extreme of what you'd expect. Even though you're selling counterfeit, you tend to sell it on the down low and not broadcast it as much. But if you're encouraging counterfeit products to be sold on your platform, this is the extreme of what you would get from, from your sellers. And if, as long as there's buyers going to buy your products, who are you to stop them? Right? If you want to control that, you control from the very beginning that you don't allow third-party sellers. Are they legit products or not? If it's counterfeit, then you don't allow it to sell in your platform. And what's funny is they're asking that there needs to be a better collaboration between businesses and the online platform, in this case Amazon. Why do you need collaboration? You're the one controlling the platform. Shouldn't you be the one dictating the terms in the first place? The fact that you can control who sells and who does not says a lot. Meaning, Amazon has a long way before they can rectify the situation. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Obviously, with the crisis that's going on right now with the worldwide issue, it's going to proliferate for quite some time until either government steps in or Amazon does it themselves already.